Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Blue Devils offense will get the first swing of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Blue Devils racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He's got his man across the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball. And
he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So the Pitt Panthers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Reads it, fires complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The Blue Devils want to move quickly. The run from the shotgun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. They'll run play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Snagged in the middle, it's Young. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. Sweet cut there. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quick release by the QB. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Panthers. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. This could well be the biggest game we see all regular season, and this outcome promises to be a real talking point.
Yeah, how about that? He's got it on the outside. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the right. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Give to the fullback. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Blue Devils are flying down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
The pull and throw off the RPO.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Off the play fake. Hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Jackson will throw. Flips it out in the flat. Turning it on. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And the Panthers want to pick up the tempo. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's locked. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Catch in the middle. It's Young. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. They'll go to the air. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
42, Spider.
Looking for the goal line. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
3rd and goal, where the strong come through. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Davis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They stripped it out. They recovered their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Gives it on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Blue Devils headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Sends it back in motion. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working.
Breaks into the open. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a 1st down. And the Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Switch it, switch it.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give to the back. Running to Green. Got enough for the first and he's still going. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. And the Panthers in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Pitt.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Back to pass, it's Mahan. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Pocket breaking down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit.
Number 17, odds of punting away.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Panthers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Under fire. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Jackson gonna throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes.
Touchdown, Panthers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Grab behind the line. It's Sullivan. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Pitt right back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage.
There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it, he's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Now the play fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Sent it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give on the option. Slithers into space. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put going for the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Off play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. He's going to let it go. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the ground game. Always got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back back-to-back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He'll try it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Panthers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
49-10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Mahan. It's complete to the left. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Let's go, right.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. into the game, and we'll start with the first down. Rides the back and leaves it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains, and they have a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the 80 yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
To the ground with the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Running back searching for a hole. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Across the 25. Breaks into the open. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Finds a man in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Jones. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. It can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Red pass, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late.
There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Blue Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And he dropped it. Just didn't whip the thing all the way in.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the...
A shot toward the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. Ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability